They embarrassed. You left after testing you. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. They embarrassed. You left after them testing you. You follow what I'm saying? Somebody drop in the comments and say, your testing didn't go the way you planned it. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say your testing didn't go the way as planned. Now, when people test you, it can be for a multitude of different reasons. People test you to see what they can get away with. People test you to see how long would you stay. People test you to see if you're going to pass. People test you because of their own insecurities. People test you for a multitude of different reasons, all right? However, you have the option and the right to leave or stay. You get what I'm saying? You have the option and the right to leave or stay. And most times when a person know who they are, understand their value, know where they're going, all that jazz, you choose to leave. That's why they are embarrassed. Because not only did you leave, but it was done in public. Not only did you leave, but it was done in class. Not only did you leave, but it was done in the proper way to take precautions, meaning you ain't harm nobody, you ain't hurt nobody, but at the same time, you left a statement, you left a stamp. More importantly, you left an imprint. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, people will be embarrassed when you leave after them testing you, because a part of the test was to see would you stay. And as they see, you ain't going for it. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I ain't going for none of that. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say I ain't going for none of that. But y'all, we're going to go ahead and get directly into this, okay? Before we do so, y'all, make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. How y'all doing, fam? What you got going on? I mean, your business. What y'all ate today? For those who've been watching me on my other channel, y'all know what I ate already, okay? But as I always say, it's a new and another audience who we speaking to, so we got to let everybody in on the secret. Your boy had some pork pot roast today, vegetables, rice, and cornbread, all right? Y'all drop in the comments. Let me know what y'all ate, how y'all feeling, what you got going on. But y'all, we're going to get right into it. No need for a long introduction. Number one, it's going to be this right here, family. That plan went left. Yeah, y'all, the plan, it went all the way left. See, they had plans on, getting you in order, straightening you out, letting you know what it was going to be and what it is. But the plan went left. Yeah, family, it didn't work out, physically or in reality the way it did in their mind. They didn't think it all the way through. Y'all, ladies, don't get mad at me, but I gotta say this, all right? And this is just my opinion, okay? I'm entitled to my opinion unapologetically. But with Nelly and his ex-wife, okay? I'm not saying that Nelly wasn't wrong. I'm not saying that, he didn't have fault. I don't know what their dynamics to the relationship or marriage was. I'm not speaking on that, but I'm speaking on the situation for face value. She come out and she says, I walked away from Nelly to give him some time and I may be paraphrasing this, y'all. Correct me, please. I walked away from Nelly to give him some time, to see what he wanted to do, right? So it was almost like a test, if you will. Okay, she walked away from him. He goes off and he get married or engaged with Ashanti, okay, his old flame. Some people will say Nelly was wrong for that. He was wrong. I'm not even mad at y'all, but I'm gonna lean more so to the side that says, well, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You left to see what he was gonna do, and you seen it. Now, here's the thing. Who's to say that was a stupid prize? Maybe that was God letting her know that, hey, this man is not for you. You follow what I'm saying? Not to say that she should be punished or he should be punished, but it's to say it was a revealing situation. Got you. What I want y'all to understand is that the reason why the plan went left is because if she wasn't done, she should not have made that decision. If she wasn't done. The point is, y'all, is that a lot of times the plan go left for certain individuals, and once it go left, they become embarrassed because you left, because you didn't stand for it, because you made another decision or choice that they were not even anticipating. Does that make sense? So even outside of the Nelly and his ex-wife situation, this happens all the time. Let me step away from a person. Let me test this person. Let me put them in a room with this individual. Let me do this. Let me not do this. And you putting together this scientific recipe for failure. Once again, y'all, they're embarrassed. You left after them testing you. Number 2, you exceeded the test with flying colors. Yeah, you exceeded the test with flying colors. I'm sure we all know what that means, but when you exceed the test with flying colors, that means that you exceptionally, passed the test. That means that you passed the test or did whatever it was exceedingly, like you went above and beyond. That's flying colors, right? You're out of here. If you equivocate that to a company that drug tests a loyal and good worker, okay, a loyal and good worker after 20 years of working on their job because of what they heard through the grapevine. I heard Mr. George over there be smoking and he be doing this. You know what? We're going to drug test him. So not only have you showed that you don't trust me, but you also don't value me. You didn't value me enough to have a conversation. You didn't value me enough to talk with me. You didn't value me enough to observe and give me the benefit of the doubt. You ain't value me enough for none of that. Let's just go ahead and drug test him and put his job in jeopardy. Well, what happens when he passed the test? Told you I was not doing drugs, but I don't want this job no more. I'm going into business for myself. They are embarrassed. You left after them testing you. You get what I'm saying? Things like this happen all the time. When you pass that test exceptionally and they see that, they are embarrassed because now they just lost a real one. You get what I'm saying? I see a lot of people who say, I'm going to go on this cheater show, or I'm going to put my spouse in a position to see how their loyalty is. And after you see how loyal they are, and you decide to, hey, baby, how it was just all fun and games. We can go home now. No, I'm not going home. Thanks for telling me that you don't trust me. Thanks for telling me that you don't believe in me. Thanks for showing me that you never trusted, believed, or even placed me in a position of high regards. Thanks for that. I really appreciate it. Okay? When you exceed the test with flying colors and you still walk away, they become embarrassed. Number 3, they went too far. They went too far. Family, a lot of times, y'all, when people become embarrassed after you have left, it becomes a problem because they know they went too far. It's in their mind. It's in their soul. It's in their spirit. They can feel that they went too far. You get what I'm saying? A great example of this, y'all, would be pranks. Pranks. All right? A lot of couples do these pranks to where this right here is a trendy thing, by the way. But they'll be acting like they getting some head or acting like they having sex with somebody, right? And then it'll be a whole dummy, right? But whenever their husband or wife come in, they'll be sitting there acting like they're receiving some pleasure or something. And then when a person come through and hit somebody in the back of the head or overreact, now you looking crazy. Now you looking embarrassed. Not only are you embarrassed, but they left you because you played with their emotions. Now, it's debatable. Well, Reno is not that serious. It's only a prank. But pranks get people killed. Stop playing so much. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. Stop playing so much. Yes, you can have a sense of humor. Yes, you can play at times, at the right time. Yes, you are, able to have fun, but you don't want to play so much to where you take it too far. And that's what they did, y'all. They took it too far. And that's why you left, because you knew it was a test, but they took it way too far. Number 4, they knew they messed up, all right? They knew they messed up. It wasn't worth it. You know you messed up when something wasn't worth it. You get what I'm saying? You know they messed up, or they know they messed up when you begin to feel like, should I have? Or was I doing too much? Nah, you was. If you got to ask yourself, was I doing too much? More than likely, you were, okay? More than likely, you were. I think about kids misbehaving in public and being disciplined in public. I'm not saying I agree or disagree with it, but I do feel like a lot of kids are more embarrassed than their feelings being hurt, especially when it happened in public. Like when kids misbehave, okay, and they get disciplined in public, it's not really their feelings being hurt. It's the fact that they are embarrassed. Who's seeing this? Did little Run see this? Who's sitting next to me? Did little Michael see this? Did little Keisha see this? You know what I'm saying? And I equivocate that to this right here, y'all. They knew they messed up because publicly you corrected them. They knew they messed up because they are beginning to realize that it was not worth it. And just like the kids think like, you know what? Should I have tried my mom? Should I have tried my dad over a piece of candy? Over trying to prove a point that I'm bravado? Should I have? Was this embarrassment worth it? That's the question they're asking themselves. Was this embarrassment worth it? And the answer to that question is no, it was not worth it. All right. That's why they are embarrassed. You left them after they tested you. You get what I'm saying? Kids test their parents all the time in public. I'm going to see what I can get away with because I know you can't put your hands on me in front of these people. I know you can't, tell me off in front of these people. You care about your character. Kids real smart. But the same thing with human beings. Very smart. You follow what I'm saying? And they knew they messed up once you corrected them publicly. All right. Number 5, y'all, it's going to be this right here. It was unnecessary. Okay, it was unnecessary. Family, this is equivalent to cheating with intent not to get caught on a good person. Let me say that once again, y'all. Cheating with intent not to get caught, okay, on a good person. You get what I'm saying? Like when a person is cheating with the intent not to get caught, they already have plans on doing this for a while. I'm not going to get caught. That's why I'm doing it. But it's even crazier when you're doing it on a good person. Somebody who cook and clean for you. Somebody who's pouring into you. They help you out with your taxes, help you out with your paperwork, your business. They give you ideas. They are literally pulling the best out of you. You get what I'm saying? And then you think to yourself, was it even necessary to step out with Big Booty Keisha? Is it really necessary to get picked up by Creative Charles or Charming Charles? Okay, was it really necessary? And you think to yourself and say, no. And you feel this sense of embarrassment once that person leave because you tested them. That's where they are, y'all. They tested you with cheating. They tested you with lying. They tested you with false allegations. They tested you. And what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is they realized that it was unnecessary. I could have kept a real one in my corner. Somebody drop in the comments and say you lost a real one, okay? But fam, we're going to do this recap and then we'll conclude this video. Number 1, that plan went left. Number 2, you exceeded the test with flying colors. Number 3, they went too far. Number 4, they knew they messed up. And number 5, y'all, it was unnecessary, all right? With that being said, fam, y'all make sure you get you a Yes Sir t-shirt, Yes Sir hoodie. Y'all be sure to book a one-on-one session with your boy, and you can check out any one of my books. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.